right, make some noise if you've ever had a shitty work experience. Yeah. Me too. Let me tell you about my favorite one. So I was at my job making labels when all of a sudden I heard the worst voice possibly imaginable. We're gonna call her Bitch. So Bitch goes, "Hey Casper," and I say, "Hi Bitch, how have you been?" She ignored me and proceeded with her next jab. "I wish I got paid to make stickers." And I said, "Oh, well you can, there's a job opening, you should apply." And she responded with, "No thanks, I wanna work in the field that I got my degree in." Which was a jab at me because I have a degree in biology. But the joke's on her because when you shorthand it, it's a BS and BS, so. But when I told my therapist the story, she was like, "Oh my gosh, Brenda, I'm so proud of you." And I thanked her, but what I wanted to say was, thank you, my role models are Jesus Christ and Dolly Parton. But you know, it's like Bad Bunny says, "El diablo me llama, pero Jesucristo me abraza." Or, "The devil calls me, but Jesus Christ hugs me." And so, after that, she finally culminated in her insults by saying, "I'll take a skinny white mocha venti latte." And I go, "Oh, sorry, I don't do that, but hey, I've never heard the word skinny used for a drink before." And she proceeded to look me up and down and go, "Yeah, you wouldn't know the definition of the word skinny, would you?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Cool." The next day, I told my supervisor, and my supervisor goes, "You know what your problem is, Brenda?" And I go, "My problem?" She's like, "Yeah, it's like you don't have thick skin." Here's the thing, Bitch was there to visit her mother, Bitch Senior. In other words, the top dog. And she actually was the top dog because she was the supervisor of my supervisor. So that's why nothing got done. Except for fast forward to a year later, I'm taking self-defense classes. Thank you. Sponsored by my workplace, yeah. It just so happened that a guy had come to our counter and went, "Hey, do you like it when people spit in your mouth?" To which the administration service people, the higher-ups, all men, said, "Hey, we should do a meeting on this. What do you think we should do to resolve this?" And I like to think that one guy said, "Hey, maybe we should get them that plexiglass that they've been asking for." And the other guy said, "We could do that, or, hear me out, we have a neighboring company, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, doing free lessons, self-defense for women." And they were like, "Yeah, let's do that." So I just had to sign a waiver, and you know, because the first rule of Fight Club. And so I'm 3 weeks in, having a grand old time when, who shows up? None other than, you guessed it, Bitch. Yep. And so I start doing what my mama taught me, and I'm like, "Baby Jesus, please keep this bitch away from me." And in that moment, I lock eye contact with my instructor, who's like, "I got you." And I'm like, "Thank God." And she goes, "I'm splitting everybody up into 2 groups only. Group 1, Bitch, Brenda." And I go, "She didn't hear my prayer." And so then the exercise was, one person's the aggressor, the other person's the victim. The aggressor wins if they get the victim to the floor. Round 1, Bitch was the aggressor, I was the victim. I won. Round 2, I'm the aggressor, Bitch is the victim. And we're going at it when all of a sudden I feel her nail dig into my skin. And I look, and there's a trail of dead peeled skin and blood surfacing. So I go, "Yeah, no, baby Jesus, I don't want to hurt her. I just want to get her to the floor and win." And all of a sudden, I hear a voice go, "She wasn't here week 1. And I'm like, "Jesus, is that you?" But also, what happened week 1? Well, week 1, I learned Ogoshi. So I assess the situation, I can execute it, and as I'm wrapping my hand around her waist, she goes, "Are we gonna hug now?" And I'm like, "Bitch, you wish," and throw her over me. And my mind, my heart, my soul felt lighter, and I looked down to the floor, so did my body because I was doing a flip in the air. So I started to panic because, you know, my head, my neck, my back, my crack, so many important things could go out of whack. But luckily, God and science were on my side, and I tucked into fetal position, and we both landed with and then silence, which got broken by my assistant instructor going, "Oh my God, did she just do a hip throw?" The answer is yes, I did. But I know what you're thinking. Brenda, what's the moral to this story? Thank you for asking. It's that violence is never the answer. Unless you have a signed waiver, then get that shit done. All right, thank you.